Now, you saw it today, more than 3,500 cases, 1,400 patients in the hospital. The strain among healthcare workers is clear. For one 22-year-old, the fight against this deadly virus got personal for him. THV 11's Frederick Price talked with him and has more on his message that he has for the public.
During the first wave of COVID-19 cases last year, Matthew Cooper was on the front lines fighting the war against the virus in the intensive care unit at Jefferson Regional in Pine Bluff.
They can't have family members there, which is, that takes a toll on a patient, being isolated in a room and, just the thought of even having COVID.
A year later, the roles changed. The caregiver of patients in the COVID unit became personally impacted.
I just felt horrible. Like the depression hits you, and then you just start feeling like, is this it? Like what happens tomorrow?
Cooper is fully vaccinated, and since he's a healthcare worker, he says he knew right away what was happening. After 4 COVID swabs, he got the call that his 5th test was positive for the aggressive Delta variant.
Like my body aches were horrible. I had horrible headaches. I just felt sick. Sick to my stomach. I was in the bed for 3 days straight.
He says it was because he was vaccinated that he did not have to be hospitalized or that his symptoms were not severe.
I felt like the shot actually did what it needed to do in a short amount of period that I did have it.
It's something he wishes his mom did. She's a patient in the same ICU that he worked in. She is not vaccinated.
It is really hard for me to go through this situation as a healthcare worker, especially in the ICU and seeing everything going on.
From watching patients battle this awful virus to being personally impacted, Cooper is sending a clear message and does not want anyone else in his shoes.
Be there for other people. Take precautions. You never know what's going to happen.
Frederick Price, THV 11 News.
Frederick, thank you. Now, Cooper's sister is also battling the virus, but even as his family fights, he's doing what he can to help hundreds others in their position. He'll be starting at UAMS, the state's largest hospital, on Monday to help as cases continue to rise.